Praise, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's 2nd of February 2023. Happy New Year, everyone is watching. And today I'm with my guest. Introduce yourself and then we'll continue.
Uh, Greetings to whoever is following. This is Julius. Happy New Year. This is the 2nd of January 2023. Hope everyone is doing well. Kindly subscribe, turn on the notification button to follow all the updates that are happening with this channel.
Okay, thank you so much, Julius, for joining my live today. And today, it's a new year. We want money. We want to be rich. We don't want to reach in December. We don't have money. And today, we're going to be talking about gambling. People have become very rich in gambling. Others have become very poor in gambling. So, Julius, start with what's the meaning of gambling in your own words?
Yeah, in layman's person, gambling is just like taking chances. You take chances on money. You can either win big or you lose much. So it goes either way.
Have you ever gambled in your life for the things you have done? Have you ever gambled?
Now I've not done it. The only time I can say maybe it was like a gamble is remember those days of where they used to put some money in bottle covers of sodas. They tell you when you drink, you might end up getting a chance. I didn't drink the soda, but like luck was on my side. I met it actually outside. The cover, I think someone had just thrown it. I
That
picked
was
it
not
and
gambling.
no, it was still because
Did you put in
it
any
wasn't
money?
my
You just
money. Eh? I just took my chance. You see, sometimes you don't put money by the way. There's one way I don't put money. So I picked it. It had 20,000 and 20,000 of I think 2,000 was a lot of money. I went to the shop. I thought it was just like they might chase me, ask me where I took the soda from. I took it. I gave it in. They gave me the 20,000. So I went back as a boss. But I've not done the usual gambling people do, like betting, going to casinos. That one I've not done it.
Why do you think people do gambling? Are there any good things in gambling and what are they?
Yeah, I believe gambling is like any other business as long as you know what it means. Sometimes we don't follow the rules and regulations of some of those games. Because like gambling, I can take it as a game. It's a game, it's business like any other business. Though there are higher chances of losing a lot. There are fewer chances because you see also the owners of these gambling centers, they're also making money. I don't think they are that dense for them to just put business where they don't expect any result. I'm sure they are the bigger beneficiaries. Only a few people get little, but for them they get more.
Okay, then there is this person who wrote, she's called Bianca from Kenya. She said gambling has killed many dreams. Parents and grandparents are full-time gamblers. Yesterday I was going through my grandmom's phone, M-Pesa statement. This old woman spends 300 a day. Do you think gambling has old age? This one is like someone's grandmother who is doing gambling. Do you think gambling has like age?
No,
I
gambling
can't imagine like my grandmother gambling.
gambling has no age limit going upwards, but downwards by law, almost all over the world. They are not supposed to gamble if you are less than 18 years. Some countries it's 18 years. Other countries it's 25 years for gambling. It is always it's like alcohol. They put the age limit, but the lower age limit, but upper age limit is not
Oh,
put. So the
so
grandma is also allowed to gamble.
so what did Bianca mean when she said gambling has killed many dreams?
You see, the whole thing is people don't know gambling because gambling is like any other business. It's the same way like you go to do business in Matoke and you are not conversant with Matoke. You're going to lose much. because people expect. You see, the problem with gambling, there are always the higher expectations. You know, everyone who gambles gets a lot of returns. People are looking at returns. You get it? That's why they are going for gambling. Like you put in 50 shilling, Uganda shillings, you end up getting like 1 million or 2 million. That's what people are looking at. And at the end of the day, they don't sit and evaluate because it's gambling, is also business. You also need to evaluate and see if I have 100,000 and invest it in gambling, am I going to benefit? Or is it even worth it? Why don't I put 10,000 instead of putting 100,000? So it's also business that you have to think through before you start engaging yourself in it. Hmm? So, was like I've heard what you've read, that statement that this one was talking about the grandmother going in, is killing so many dreams. Yes, it's killing so many dreams because now people are not don't want to go for things which are bringing little returns, and yet those are the genuine ones. So they feel that I could just wake up, put in 50 shillings, and get 10 million. Hmm? So hence that other person also would have sat down, went for the real dream, which is there of like working day in, day out, and get the little returns, which at the end will be more. Now also those ones don't want to go for them. But of course you forget that gambling is also chance, is luck. It's not like what you see with if you involve yourself like in agriculture, for example. You know, if as long as the weather is good, and you plant your seedlings, you end up harvesting. Eh? It's different from gambling because with gambling, you're investing where you don't know what is coming out. With someone who is in a garden, unless it's the bad weather that can let you down. But with gambling, you don't even have the soil. You're just putting seeds where you're not even sure there's fertilizer or there's water. And you can't also say that you as you gamble you're also going to add in other things. Gambling is one way. You either say money is playing with Chelsea, money is going to win, or Chelsea is going to win, or they are going to draw. You get it? So you have no control over such a thing. So it will go either way. So why I think she said that it's killing so many dreams is because the youth have opted to go in for quick money, quick wins. Eh? So they are now relaxed, they are now lazy to go in for longer term investments, longer term, even if you had like a dream, you say, why do I have to even go work for a salary of 100,000? And yet I can do what? And yet I can just get 50,000, I invest it, I get 100 million. But at the end of the day, you might still do it like 3 years and you're not getting a breakthrough. Eh, It's just luck. I can say that.
Still gamble? Must you be a full-time gambler?
You know,
Is
it's
it something that
addictive.
should be like a side hustle? Go
It's
on.
addictive. That's the problem. Gambling is like alcohol. Once you've started drinking alcohol, it's a gone case. It's a one way. Once you've started gambling, and especially like these people who gamble once and get some win somewhere in between, you're finished. You always think that if I got it yesterday, today I'll get it. So it's addictive. You end up putting all your energies, all your efforts on that same thing.
Would you encourage anybody to gamble?
I would, because I still believe there we don't have the same roots. You know, it's like the same way you see people are getting these green cards. It's also gambling. Someone just puts their information for them. Okay, it's only that this one they doesn't require you to put in money. Eh? You put in by luck. You know, green card takes 5,000 people per year in the US. You end up being chosen. Out of the 5 million who have applied, one person passes through. So Such kind of gambling, I would allow it. Even these ones were like football, even if it's like casinos, as long as you have a purpose for gambling, not like making it a livelihood. I would want you to do it as a luxury for fun. Eh? You say, since I have 20,000, can't I give you 5,000 and bet it? May I prefer it would be more fun in that way because it's even when you are doing it like that and you win big, you don't, even if you lose, you don't feel it. When
Even if
you
you
win,
lose,
you
yeah.
still you celebrate. Because it's still like, okay, it's only that I think how much we're doing gambling and what we've not done it at that level. Like I've seen in Europe, I remember some guy was betting. I think he gambled. He put 50 pounds. You get it, and said that Leicester was going to win the Premiership. That was the football of UK. And I was still like Leicester was just a team from nowhere. And remember, we are always used to Manchester, Arsenal, Chelsea. For him, he was just a truck driver. He said, Leicester is going to win the trophy this year and put 50 pounds. You get it? And I was see that was like Potea. You get it? It was like, even if I don't pass through, then as the year went by, this team he talked from nowhere was on top of the table. 3 games are remaining. So this betting house called this guy because if he had won,
Mm.
he was going to get, I think, like 1 million pounds. That's a lot of money when you've put in just 50 pounds. 1 million pounds. So the betting house called him and said, you see, there are 3 games remaining. If Leicester loses 1 game, you are losing everything. And these other teams, once they go up, you're not getting anything. As even with these 3 games remaining, we're giving you 300,000. That's a lot of money also in pounds. We're giving you
Mm.
300,000 cash. Hmm?
Mm.
You forget about this bet of waiting to the last game. You know, he was a truck driver. He said, what do I lose? I only put in 50. Even stopped being a truck driver. He left the job after getting that money. You see, I would wish a person to do gambling in such a way where it's not putting
Yeah.
pressure on you, where you're just doing it for fun. Because it's like when he did it for fun and kept on doing his job. Till on the last day after
Mm.
4 years, he's now becoming a, because that money in Ugandan shillings is a lot, a billionaire. He just became a billionaire from nowhere. Although if he had waited, he would have gotten
Mm.
more money. But of course, I think he never wanted to take
Yeah.
another chance. He has
Yeah.
some money has never held in his life. He's just getting it.
Mm.
Then he opted to do what? To leave the bigger
Just
money
take it.
and settled for the 300. But of course, at the end of the day, also the betting house somehow was relieved because he realized if he had waited for the last game, then the betting house would have coughed out 1 million pounds to this guy, but ended up saving almost 700. The other guy went happy. Also, the betting house was happy because never lost a lot of money.
Okay, thank you, Julius, for that wonderful story. And I think that wraps up our show today because even the network has not been good to us. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. And if you're still with us, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that bell so that you get anytime we will be uploading. And we're 2023 second January 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. Julius, say your last words and then we'll say bye bye to our viewers.
I can talk about maybe a word of caution, especially the youth. Gambling is good, but gambling is like alcohol. Gambling is addictive. As you think of doing gambling, I think it's much better you have like either a permanent job or your own job. Let it not be a day to day. Okay, I'm also responding in relation to what that person posted. Let it not be a day to day activity because you see, it's
Mm.
only you're just basing everything on luck, and luck is not every day. It comes once in a while. So if you can do
Mm.
your agriculture, do your books for those who are at school, for those who are doing government jobs, be in your offices, Then once in a while, if you have like some extra money that won't hurt you, you can gamble with it. But don't gamble your life, getting all your savings and throwing them. You might throw them and they don't come back. So it's just a word of caution. You can gamble, take gambling as any other business, but follow the procedures, follow the rules. Don't just do it aimlessly. Let it not kill your career, let it not kill your family, because we've seen it killing families, you know,
People
killing.
get tuition.
Yes, like for the example I wanted to give, students are given school fees by their parents. Going at the university, they say, let me first take it here, maybe I might get more and I pay later. You
Network.